Hey everyone, Ken's Wild here with Wild Child Horsemanship, and welcome to our channel. In this video, I'll be discussing my background and how I became a professional horse trainer. I grew up around horses. People would always joke that I was practically born in the saddle. I rode both Western and English as a kid, and spent every minute I could at the barn, whether that was grooming horses, cleaning stalls, showing. If I saw a horse in public, I would try and get a picture with it. I just thoroughly loved horses, and I knew I kind of always wanted a career in the industry. My first paid position was leading guided trail rides at a trail riding facility, and I later scored a paid internship at a therapeutic riding facility where I was responsible for the care of over a dozen horses. With these jobs, I was able to save up for my first horse, Glory. She was quite the challenge, and shortly before she passed away, I adopted an aggressive Mustang, and my goal was to use her to aid in my plans to commit suicide. I left home at 15 to conquer the world on my own and scored an internship at an off-track thoroughbred rescue, which offered room and board. I also started working with other people's horses to gain some experience, and this led to an internship at a high-end cutting horse facility. I graduated high school at 16 with my associate's degree in equine science thanks to the dual credit program. This led to me interning underneath a Mustang tip trainer and colt starter. Within this time, I also worked with other people's horses and began to experiment with kinder methods. I obtained my bachelor's degree in equine science at the age of 18, where I relocated to Wickenburg, Arizona. I got a job working at a guest ranch, which offered room and board, and then I also began to intern at a carriage facility and breeding facility working with draft horses, young horses, and the reproduction of this equine species. In 2021, I was able to publish my very first book, Rebelling Against Tradition. After this, I got heavily involved into trick riding, Roman riding, aerial arts, and lots of other stuff to help cope with my mental illness. I also started to teach demonstrations in clinics and do public speaking on real-world topics such as mental health and addiction. I ended up purchasing property in northern Arizona to start running my business full-time, in which Wild Child Horsemanship became an official LLC. The goal was to start educating on kinder horsemanship methods, helping traumatized horses and humans, and trying to better the equine industry for both species. I published my second book only to launch an online academy so people from all over the world could learn different methods, as well as a merch store to help offset the costs of supporting the sanctuary horses. I'm working on my third book, which will be available November 2023. Training horses is currently my full-time job, as I have become well known as the Wild Child. As my career continues to expand, I cannot wait to see what happens next.